Welcome back. We're here at Andover Belletetes in their beautiful new home center. And joining me now from just down the street is Corrine Cline. She's owner and pastry chef with Tarte Bakery. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're just back from Paris.
I am,
for some
yes.
divine inspiration you got there.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell us what you saw and some new things you might have.
Yeah, so it's been about 3 years since I've been last, so I was definitely due for another trip. But it was just a really good opportunity for me to re-immerse myself in traditional French pastry and come back with some really awesome ideas, maybe a couple pounds heavier, but you know,
it was worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it, totally worth it.
Because you are a French trained pastry chef.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that
traditionally French trained, so it's nice to go back to my roots and sort of see what people are doing over there.
Yeah, well, great. Well, let's talk about your storefront, which is still fairly new, and it's right down the street from Belletetes here, going closer to the Franklin line, but it's right in Andover. Right. Yeah, it's a lovely little spot.
Thank you. We just celebrated 1 year actually, which was crazy. It seems like so long, but it's been an amazing year. So Andover's been super hospitable to us, and it's been really nice to have the community be so, willing to come in and support a small business like us.
Well, it's nice to have something on this end of the spectrum.
True.
We really don't have. We have to. Typically, people had to go to New London for something like that. But let's talk about what you have. I could talk all day because I go all the time. But you explain what is in the shop.
Yeah, we do breakfast pastries. On the weekends, we serve breakfast sandwiches as well. But we do lunch. Sandwiches, soup, salads. So we really are a good spot for breakfast and lunch in town, which is really nice. Yeah. And everything is made in-house, which is great. Yes. And we really take pride in the food that we produce. And we're adding new menu items as we get into the summer, some seasonal items, and of course some new items inspired by my trip to Paris. Yes. So look down the line for some new items. So get excited about that.
And you have donuts.
We do. We do.
Which is unusual to have in a French bakery, but they are so good.
Yes, we do those on the weekends.
On the weekends.
Yes, we only do them on the weekends, not to keep you from them, but because it's a process to go through and make the dough and everything like that. So it's about a 2-day process. So we like to save it for you guys on the weekends.
It's a nice treat. Well, it's a nice treat on the weekends. And you have an espresso bar too. So if you want a real nice cappuccino or a latte, that's the place to get that.
And our coffee is very good. I love our coffee.
It is. It is. So you've got some unusual items too, like a tea latte. I love tea, and that's a nice. Very unusual.
Yeah, it's great. Hot tea with steamed milk, and it's just such an unusual thing, but it's fantastic. It's my go-to drink in the wintertime.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Good. Well, you also do catering.
We do. Yeah, we do all sorts of catering. We do breakfast pastries. We also do a lot of lunch catering locally, but we also do catering for weddings and things like that. Mostly on the pastry side. Yes. But we've been finding with wedding season coming down the pike, it's been very busy for us, which has been great.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the dessert displays that someone might like to have at their wedding.
Yeah, what we've seen is a shift away from the traditional sort of singular wedding cake, and we see a smaller cutting cake for couples, and then a dessert display that features quite an option, a variety of options for their guests, which is really cool. So we see a lot of cupcakes, we see a lot of French macaron, which we can match to your wedding colors, which is super customizable. And as well as smaller individual desserts. We do individual tarts and smaller cakes as well. So it really gives brides and grooms an option to really expand their dessert displays at their wedding. So it's not just cake. Not everybody likes cake. I don't understand why. But
but you also have dietary restrictions. Not everyone can eat cake.
Correct.
And maybe you could have some different offerings.
Exactly, and that's the French macaron that we do are gluten-free, and we also are able to offer some gluten-free options for cake as well. So we're also seeing a spike in dietary restrictions, and we're really accommodating with that as well.
Good, and let's talk about some of your specialty items. If you're having a party, Easter, Mother's Day coming up.
Yes, holidays are coming up, which is great, and we'll do some decorated cookies, we'll have some decorated cupcakes, we'll even do some smaller cakes, I think, for Easter and Mother's Day. So we'll have a wide array of seasonal holiday items for the holidays coming up, so it'll be a good opportunity to have some new products in the case for everybody and just to take advantage of the holidays.
Right. And if you want something real special, you should probably call ahead and order it.
Yeah, we do require about 48 hours notice for all of our special orders, but that includes all of our cakes, larger pastry orders, things like that. but it just gives us a chance to make sure that we can produce, a special order for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, that's great. But 48 hours is not that much time, so that you can
We're
still
pretty
be
quick.
running
We're pretty
behind
quick,
the eight
yes.
ball and still get something done for you.
Yeah.
Terrific. Well, have you enjoyed having the storefront?
Oh, I've loved it. It's been different. I started in my parents' basement, so to
Right.
be, on Main Street and be part of the community has been a great opportunity, and we're really excited to be around for a lot longer.
Terrific. Well, good. Well, we encourage our audience to go take a look for breakfast or lunch. You're open from 7 to 3 during the week, and
Correct.
then 8 to 2 on the weekends.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, super. It's always a great spot there and delicious food. So thank you. You're
Thank
such a
you.
nice, young, promising entrepreneur in our
Thank you.
area. So thanks for sharing your story with us.
Thanks.